Okay, well, hello there. I am a student for me. Yeah, you know the drill. I mean, what else am I supposed to say? I'm like, well, welcome back to another video, guys. Whatever. Yeah, so I'm a student for me. I'm a map builder. Not necessarily a good one, but I build maps. And today I want to show you off a new map that I just finished. I finished on Monday, I think. Yeah. And is going to be the Battle of Authie. That's just a small part of it. This map is pretty it's a pretty fun project to make actually. It was the biggest project I've had to do ever, and it I'll just explain it as we go along. Anyways, this battle was fought in the Second World War on June 7th, 1944. Originally, and then there were different engagements that happened, but for the most part, it was around that time period. The Battle of Authie is ultimately known as the last step into Caen, as the taking of Authie was one of two last steps before the ultimate move into the city of Caen to take it itself by Canadian forces and British forces. The battle was fought by the Nova Scotian Highlanders. I think it's the 24th Nova Scotian Highlanders. I would have to check. They fought against the 12th SS Panzergrenadier Division and a Hitler Youth Division. Something that would be of important note later on. This battle was particularly deadly for both sides. It was a back and forth sort of battle, and yeah. So as I mentioned, the battle is a back and forth battle. What do I mean by that? It means that there was an assault, and then there was a counterattack by the German 12th Panzer Division, and then there was a return attack by the Canadians that finally ended it. This map can be used to depict all three of those, although as you can tell, the buildings are kind of put up so it's not like the first attack. I plan to change that. Anyways, so right now I'm going to go tour this map as though it is the 12th SS Panzergrenadiers who are attacking. So yeah, right, so we start here and go in, it's like a field here, and then we enter this village. This village is called QC. Oh, that bothers me. This bothers me greatly. Yeah, but it's a little village called QC, and it is it's one of three villages that were involved in the battle. This one, there's nothing too special about it. This one was kind of not very well held by the Canadians. It would appear that they only advanced up to the border of QC before they were repelled back by the 12th SS Panzergrenadiers. So, yeah. All houses are furnished. Okay. We go from here. There's an orchard. The thing you'll notice about this map is there is a lot of open field. If it is accurate, there is a lot of open field during the battle. So you head along here, head along this road, and then you end up at the farm. I have to fly to go a little bit faster. It takes a long time to get across this map. The farm, this farm existed. It was an actual point of contention. Beyond that, once again, nothing much else to say. Keep going. This is actually supposed to be corn, but corn doesn't exist in Minecraft, so I use sunflowers. That's just what I did. Here's another farmhouse. Here's a field with a bunch of knocked out Shermans. Yeah, they lost a lot of Shermans. It was like I said, a very deadly battle. So yeah. Moving on here, we get to the next town called Authie. Now this is the village that gives the region its name, Authie. Or maybe it got the name from the region. Anyways, this one was actually, they actually put up quite a bit of resistance here, the Canadians. So yeah, that's why you'd see more Shermans here than down over there. Yeah, down over there, there's not that many Shermans. So yeah, moving on from Authie, more knocked out Shermans, another Sherman on the way to battle, another knocked out Sherman over there. You know, you can get the general sense that definitely was a battle here, hopefully, from this. Continue on, and we end up here. Hello, what is this? Baron. Yes, I don't know if you've seen my previous map tours, but I have built a map previously called the Battle of Baron, and this is actually, in fact, that battle. I just copy and pasted it. Okay. Reason being is that Baron was involved in the Battle of Authie, and you know, I just thought it'd be a good thing to put in instead of something else that I will discuss shortly. So yeah, the Battle of Baron, I updated some of the buildings to make it less colorful, it's more accurate, more realistic, and yeah, there's not much else to say. Yeah. So I'm actually quite proud about this map. I mean, sure, it's easy to say, you know, I'm proud about this map because, you know, I built it, but I'm quite proud of it because the way that I did it, it's big, it's detailed, and it's pretty historically accurate, if I do say so myself. Yeah, so you have buildings, you have the villages, it just, I think, follows the maps. Now see, the cool thing about this battle was that I actually had access to a picture that showed an aerial image of Authie and Coucy, and of course Baron as well, so I was able to build this map based off of that. This map is 700 blocks by 600 blocks, give or take a few dozen, and yeah. In reality, though, the distance between Baron and Authie is 1.75 kilometers. Authie and Coucy, 1.5 kilometers, so I did have to cut stuff down. In terms of what else I cut, well, I also cut Authie. It's technically supposed to be a little bit longer in that direction, but I decided not to do that for the sake of practicality. I also cut out another position down over there, which is the artillery post, abandoned anti-aircraft post. And yeah, this map more or less took me about 2-3 weeks to build. Really, it took me about 1 week of actual building once I got off of my butt and got off my hands and decided to actually start doing work. So yeah, fairly fast build, mostly because it was just like slash paste slash copy slash set slash replace, that sort of thing. So, you know. Now, the thing is, there's actually more to this battle that I didn't show. And the reason is because it didn't really fit in to the battle, but it was an incredibly important part of it. I had originally built this as like part of it, but I later decided to cut it out. You can probably see it for me over here, the Ardennes Abbey. This is one of the more infamous parts of Canadian history in World War II. Not because of something the Canadians did, but because of something that the Germans did. You see, on the first counterattack, about 156 members of the Nova Scotian Highlanders were taken prisoner, and they were sent here to the Ardennes Abbey. The abbey was being used by the Hitler Youth commander as a headquarters. They were taken here, and you see, early on in the battle, a number of Hitler Youth had been killed, and actually their friends have been quite upset about it. Their response, unfortunately, was to kill 156 Canadian POWs, for no given reason other than they were angry about what had happened earlier in the battle. So that happened here, and it actually still remains a fairly controversial part of history, not least of which because the commander of that gave the order, the members who did commit the acts, they were never actually brought to justice. They, if I recall, the tribunal didn't really properly find them guilty, or it waived the punishment for them at a later date. So yeah, that is the Ardennes Abbey massacre. I don't know if I'll ever actually finish this part. I think I'll just leave it as it is and not go any further with it, but yeah. So, yeah, thank you for watching this, and thank you for being interested in this map and my builds, and at least a little bit of the history behind it. I hope I did well in representing the history of it, and yeah, thank you. Stay tuned for another video on what my future map projects are.